Hi everyone and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm Haleema, I'm 18, I'm a student entrepreneur and content creator. In today's video, we are going through 500 responses from existing university students about what essentials we need and some advice for freshers this year. I am going into uni this September, so I put out a TikTok yesterday that went a bit crazy and I got over 60,000 responses from people. I've gone through every single comment and here I have a huge list of things we're going to be talking about today. So let's get straight to it. For reference, this is the list that we have. It's extensive, so let's go. Starting with the kitchen, so my accommodation in September will be an ensuite with a shared kitchen. Because there were so many things, I'm kind of just going to say things and list them. If anyone else would like the whole list, please just DM me and I'll send it to you. DM me on Instagram, I'll leave my handle here. And it'll also be in the bio, so if you want to contact me, please do and I'll send you this. So, kitchen. So first thing was a Dishmatic, and that's like the sponge that's on a stick. I think people were saying that it was saving a lot of fairy liquid. So a Dishmatic, an excessive amount of tea towels, distinctive cutlery and plates. This is because I think everyone buys like the traditional sets from IKEA, and because everyone's bought them, students are getting mixed up with whose is whose. So what I've seen and heard is that you should get distinctive cutlery and plates. A good set of kitchen knives. I've heard TK Maxx is really good for that. Sponges, backup sponges. At least 2 of every kitchen item, like glasses, plates, cutlery, etc. And then I heard conflicting comments saying you need at least 4 of each, and I was like, that's crazy. But if you're going to be having friends over, family over for visiting, you do need more cutlery. And I've also heard that glasses go missing, glasses break, so, you do need backups. A good pair of kitchen scissors. A silicone ice tray. Air fryer and sheets. My accommodation at my uni actually doesn't allow air fryers, but I think that's the case with most unis, and people in my comments were saying just buy one anyway and just hide it when they come do inspections, so that's up to your own risk. If you want to get an air fryer, but get the sheets as well. Pots and pans and a wok or a deep pan, a bottle opener and a can opener, a potato peeler, tongs, whisk, silicone utensils so they don't scratch your pans. Also, in a lot of accommodations, it will be electric hobs, so you have to buy specific pots and pans for those. A lot of people don't actually know that, but it just helps cooking your food faster. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. A bottle opener, did we not just say that? Yeah, we did. A corkscrew, a big mixing bowl, kitchen spray, chopping board, Tupperware for storing your food and for meal prep, which is really good. Pizza slicer, freezer bags, a tub to wash dishes in. Now, I hate washing up with a basin in my sink. I hate it. I can't do it. So I probably will not do that. I will just wash up as soon as I've used things. But people were saying that if it's in a tub and people have their dishes in the tub, they can just move the tub out away and you can wash your own dishes in the sink. So I guess it does make sense, but we'll see. A dish rack for the sink. Your accom probably won't come with one, and it's better than leaving your dishes and everything out. So a dish rack. A toasting kettle if your accommodation doesn't come with one. I'll be honest, I don't drink tea, so I don't really need a kettle. I probably will get one because when I need to boil water, it's just quicker to do on a kettle, especially because it's an electric hob. They take the longest time to heat up water, so a kettle will be good for that. A Sharpie or food labels to label all your food. Pretty self-explanatory. A ton of forks. This was something that a lot of people said. I think it was that forks are going missing and just not being found anywhere, so they're saying buy excessive amounts of forks. Then a decent scrub brush. Spices for food, people were saying buy before you go so that it saves you from having to buy as you're cooking kind of thing. Like go to uni with your set of spices complete. And more glasses than you think, because glasses will break, especially in a room on a kitchen of drunk students. So that is everything for kitchen. Now we'll move on to bedroom. Oh, gosh. Okay, so a lap tray, and that's like when you're in bed, you've got the tray and you can put your food onto it. It's like a little platform. It's very good. I have one here at my house. It's also good if you want to put your laptop on it and lay down and watch something. It's good for that. So I would actually recommend this. A mattress protector and a mattress topper. Obviously, we have no idea what's been going on those beds, and you have no idea what's in the mattress. So you do need a mattress topper. That's a given. However, a mattress protector you don't particularly need, but if you want the extra coverage, you can. Blankets and spare pillows in case anyone is staying over at your accommodation. A laundry basket. A lot of people apparently forget to take a laundry basket, and if you're doing circuit laundry, of course, you're going to need something to take your laundry from your room to the washing machines, etc, etc. So either a big laundry basket or someone was saying the big IKEA blue bags, something that you can transport all your laundry to and from the circuits to your room. A horse rail or a drying rack. People were saying that the dryers in the circuit washing are not reliable. So I think almost every single comment said get a horse rail. I call it a horse rail. I don't actually know what it is called. It's just a dryer, like things that you set up. And they were saying get a small and thin one so that you can just shove it away in your room. So that is a necessity. A plug-in air freshener. Most accommodations, well, all of them shouldn't allow candles because it's a fire hazard. So a plug-in air freshener or a diffuser, anything like that would be a lot better. People were saying buy clothes for the season. So we're going to be going to uni in September, October, November. It's the winter months. You need to stock up on your winter wardrobe. They were saying if you're going to bring all your summer clothes and everything, they're just going to be in storage and taking up space in your wardrobe. And you can always just buy them later in the year. So that's what I think I'll be doing, just taking clothes for autumn, winter. They say a fan. I didn't even think about this, but people were saying that because the window's only open like 2 centimeters, they need to get a fan because it generates a lot of heat. It's like living in an attic bedroom. I do live in an attic bedroom and it gets so hot. So a fan. And then some people also said that in their accommodation, it was a completely opposite. It was really cold, so they got a fan heater. But you could always just get one that has both settings on it and then just use accordingly. A dressing gown. If you're sharing a bathroom as well, get like a towel gown. Like a dressing towel, you know what I mean? But obviously, if you're sharing a bathroom, you don't want any slips or anything like that, so that's a necessity. Storage boxes. I don't know what the beds are going to be like. My bed here at home has drawers in the bed. I am pretty sure that in uni the beds are like raised so you have space under them to put boxes, but if you do, then obviously get some storage boxes. It'll save your life. A shoe rack. A lot of people said this. In my house we have this like buffet stool thing that is a storage box and I keep my shoes in there, so I'll probably take one of those. It also counts as like extra seating in my accommodation. But yeah, a shoe rack or something to store your shoes in. A lot of hangers. When you go to uni, you're not going to have hangers in your wardrobe and you need some, so coat hangers, they say get a lot because as well you're going to be buying clothes all the time, updating your wardrobe, you need the hangers. A bedside lamp or fairy lights. People were saying that the accommodation lights are really harsh, so they said get like a minor light, a smaller light, something that warms your room, like fairy lights if you wish. A little bin and bin liners for your bedroom and for the bathroom if you've got an ensuite. That won't be provided for you apparently. Someone also said get a water filter jug for your room. I don't drink tap water, I drink only bottled water, so I won't need this as such because I'll always have water in my room. But if you wanted a water jug, save you from going to the kitchen in the middle of the night, get a water filter for your room. A clock. Your accommodation doesn't come with one. It's always good to have. Mine's actually broken, I just need to get new batteries for it, but I'll probably take that one. 2 sets of bedding. That's because when you're washing one set, you can have the other set on. It's quite self-explanatory, but yeah, 2 sets of bedding. Drawer organisers. In your desk as well, it'll be like desk and drawers. Well, at least it is in my accommodation. But it just makes organising everything a lot easier if you've got cubes or like things like that. Warm blankets. Obviously, we're all going to uni in September. UK winter is rough. It actually extends to UK spring. So you're always going to need some warm blankets, plus if anyone's sleeping over, it means that you've got something for them as well. Over the door hooks was a really popular response. It depends what your uni accommodation door is like. If you have like a fire door, you're probably not going to be able to fit something on top of that. So it's easier to have a look first and then take something. But I want to take like a massive, like a coat rack or something, but for my handbags. So I can always just use that to put like my hoodie on or whatever, my jackets. And then people said get a heated blanket or a fan heater. I talked about a fan heater earlier, but heated blankets would also be really good. A vacuum cleaner and a mini fridge. The mini fridge, if you want to bring one, apparently you're allowed to obviously check with your accommodation, but it has to be pat tested beforehand, so that's also something to look into. Now moving on to bathroom. Gosh, those are extensive. Bathrooms, not as much. Obviously, if you're sharing a bathroom, some of these will apply, but not all of them. People were saying a storage caddy for your shower, something that like sticks to the wall and you can put like your shampoo, conditioner, etc. in it. If you're sharing a bathroom, get a wash bag so you can just take it to and from your room. A lot of towels. Apparently, you can never have enough towels, so we need to take a lot. Again, the little bin and bin liners. Stock up on toilet roll, they said, and toothpaste. If you stock up beforehand, because first of all, toothpaste is actually kind of expensive. Like for what it is, I never realised I'm going to have to start buying my own toothpaste. My mum's just not going to buy it for me anymore. So if you prepare for that at the beginning, then it means that you don't have to keep buying it. Just buy like 5 tubes at the beginning of the year. It'll last you probably the whole year. A plunger for the shower, because I've heard that the showers in en-suites tend to get blocked very easily. So a plunger is a necessity. A drain unblocker also goes with that. A toilet brush and a citrus bathroom spray for silverfish prevention. I am terrified of silverfish. I hope I don't encounter them because I absolutely hate bugs, insects, anything like that. So this I will definitely be investing in a good one. Citrus, apparently it's supposed to like scare them away. So yeah. Now, those are all the things that came in like the categories, and now I'm just going to run through some extras that people said that are also quite important. First of all, a first aid kit with plasters. I guess this is standard, like you need something like a little emergency kit. Then medicines for freshers flu. I had never heard of freshers flu before I saw all these responses, and I was like, whoa, guys, come on now. But they said that you need like strepsils, paracetamol, ibuprofen. Loads of people said you need to stock up on antidepressants, but we'll see about that one. Also vitamins, especially vitamin C, to help you get through freshers flu. Then house shoes, like slippers or Crocs, to go to and from your bedroom to your bathroom or your kitchen because the floors are dirty and you don't want to be taking that into your bedroom. Then they said for the washing up, like washing your things, it said scent booster pearls or washing machine tablets. They say don't go for like washing detergent liquid. They say that these are stronger, so that no one gave me an explanation, but I'll listen. Then, of course, money, a lot of it. This is a reminder to get your student finance application in now, if you've not. Money's a very big thing that you will need to have. And linked to that, I guess, make sure that you have some kind of income sorted for when you go to uni. Don't rely on your student finance. You need a job secured. If you can get one secured by the time you start, that's obviously perfect. But as soon as you start uni, start looking for a job local. Someone said a big and small suitcase, and then that was it. She didn't say anything else, so I don't know why. But it does make sense. If you're going to be commuting home, it's better to just take a suitcase and like massive bags of rubbish, like just take a suitcase, you know. This is also a very big one, a toolbox with a screwdriver set and batteries and everything. You underestimate how many times you're going to need a screwdriver, so this is an important one. Noise cancelling headphones or earplugs. Almost everyone said earplugs. I guess the walls are going to be really thin, it does make sense, but if you have a fan in your room, like how I mentioned earlier, it acts as white noise anyway, so it depends on what your kind of like tolerance is. But yeah, earplugs could be an investment too. Large reusable shopping bags or a shopping suitcase. Oh my god, I love those little shopping trolleys, like you know what little grandmas like take around. That is really good, because like I saw a student on the bus as well, she had one, and I was like, you know what, this is so good. Imagine you're doing your weekly shop and you've got to lug like 10 bags back to your accommodation. Just get a little shopping trolley. Lucky for me, if I get my first choice of a Tesco Express is right next door, so I won't need one of these, but I'm gonna get one anyway, because if I decide to go elsewhere, at least I can come back and I've got a little shopping trolley. Strong bin bags. You don't want to be taking your bins out with the rats and all the rubbish falls out and you have to bag it up and all the rats are running across your feet. I'm terrified to take the bins out. I'm terrified. I don't want to see a rat. If I see a rat, I'll probably cry and I'll just freeze. People also said something from home because you get homesick. I'm going to take some of my teddy bears, but something like, a lot of people take pictures, just like something comforting that you can look at, especially when you've got freshers flu. A flash or speed mop. Now, I think this depends on like what your accommodation is. If it's vinyl floor, you're going to want something like this, but if it's carpet, you might as well just go for a vacuum cleaner. People also said a mop for the bathroom because it floods, so get a mop for your ensuite if you have one. A mold remover and cleaning products and cleaning cloths, antibac wipes and spray, everything like that. Before I even step foot into my accommodation, I'm going to assess what it's looking like, and then I'm going to bring all of my things, my cleaning solutions, and I'm going to do a big deep clean before I put any of my things in there. I'm a very big germaphobe. If I see if I see anything crusty, wet, moldy, damp, I'm not going to be happy. So it will give me peace of mind to do a big deep clean before I go and put all my prized possessions in there. So I recommend you do that too. Go clean everything properly first. Next, a speaker. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be taking my JVC Hi-Fi. I could never leave that behind. I'll be taking that one over there, but you could also just get a little portable speaker. People are saying that because the walls are thin, just don't have it like obnoxiously loud. It's just talk to your flatmates, see what they're comfortable with, see what you're comfortable with, etc, etc. Then a lot of jumpers and hoodies because it's going to be cold and chilly and you just need them. Fancy dress items, especially if you're joining a society or a club. They said go crazy with this. Like, The amount of comments that said, if you have any fancy dress items, bring them all. And I was like, I literally have one wig and that is it. But they said that because there are so many themed parties and stuff, you need some things to wear. And following on from that, lots of going out top. Then a big bag to transport dirty laundry, like the blue IKEA one. Febreze is also really important as a room spray. Door stops. Now, this is good, I guess, because if you want to socialize and keep your bedroom door open, you're gonna socialize more with people like coming back and forth and stuff. Stock up on stationery and board or card games, people were saying, because when you're a freshie, you have nothing to do, like when you're not at an event, it was good that they had a card game, or someone brought a bingo pack and then they said that everyone in their flat was just bonding like that. So I guess it would be a cute little icebreaker. A spare phone charger, a mega stock of kitchen roll, dehumidifier if you're willing to make the investment, lots of alcohol. Someone said that she's coming with 5 litres of vodka for freshers, and I was like, you know what? Good for her. If you're gonna drink like that, if you want to stock up on alcohol, have it in your comm, and then you don't have to drink outside and you waste money basically. So it does make sense, but if you want to get the experience, buy your drinks out, don't matter. Lots of pairs of underwear. This is random, but hey, yeah. I mean, us girls, when we go on holiday, we take like 10 pairs of underwear for a 4-day trip, so we're used to this. And finally, command hooks, if you want to stick anything up. Also though, if you cause any damage to your comm, you'll most likely be charged, but if you just get like a little tin of white paint and just go over any marks that you've made, it should be fine. Then after all of those like necessities, I noticed that people were also commenting advice, so this section now of the video is just going to be advice that I've learned and people have told me. Don't fall for event packages. Ugh, I already did this one. A few months ago in my uni group chat, there was a link going around for freshers events, and I told my sister, I was like, oh my god, should I buy it? I know it's like months in advance, but hey. I bought it. It ended up being a scam, but because I'm with Monzo, love Monzo, they actually refunded me, so I got my money back. But yeah, now I don't have a fresher ticket. But I think that's just part of the experience. I'm gonna buy it on the day and just see what happens. Someone also said, become like a recognizable person, like a big person in a society, and you'll get recognized and get free stuff and get like free entry into places. Guys, I think that's a good one. Make friends with flatmates. And someone else said, prioritize friendships with course mates more than other groups. I think this is because realistically those are people you're going to be spending the most time with. If you don't get along, you're going to have problems, so make that a priority to make friends with your flatmates. Don't get a bank account with an overdraft. Yeah. God damn, my plan's out of the window. Smart budgeting skills are like, if you're getting student finance, if you're getting the maintenance loan, you need to know how to budget it so that you're not, getting evicted because you can't pay rent kind of thing. So it is important. Label your stuff. People will eat your food. People will take your things. I guess labeling your stuff is really important if you care about your stuff. Download the Unify app. I have no idea what this is, but someone commented it. Also sign up to all your uni days, student beans and stuff. I already do this because I'm a college student, but you'll get student discounts so many places. Go to the laundrette instead of using washers in accommodation. Someone said that this was cheaper, so if I could find a local place to my accommodation, I'll probably try it and see what it's like. Socializing is key. Obviously this is a given. People go to uni for the social life. I think this goes back to prioritizing your friendships. It's going to be a very tough year if you have fallouts with people or bad connections with people right on the first day. So making a good impression is very important. Have boundaries going in as well. You can't go in and be in pushover because that's when people are going to start stealing your stuff and eating your food. If anyone touches my food, no, we're going to have problems. Circuit dryers will always fail you, apparently. So this is why you should get a horse rail in your room. Do not buy a printer. They will have loads of printers everywhere in your university anyway. You don't need to buy one yourself. Keep an emergency food stash in the freezer to prevent buying takeaways. This was basically like you just buy like a frozen pizza and just keep it in the freezer until you need to eat it kind of thing. Like if it's a cheap week and you've not been able to get much food, you've got food in the freezer to eat basically. Someone said just like keep like a ready meal or something that you can just put water in or like pasta, etc. Just so you've got that emergency stash. And then finally, stock up on essentials at the beginning. So sanitary products, deodorants, toilet paper, toothpaste, etc. Just so that it makes the later months a lot easier. When you're shorter on money, you're not worried about paying for the essentials. Now, that was everything that we covered in those comments. I'm going to put my TikTok on the page. Look through the video if you'd like. It's my most recent video. I'll pin it to my page so you can find it easily. I think there are now over 600 responses and it's crazy. So if you wanted to talk to anyone about their experiences at uni, just go through the comments and find some people. They're all really lovely, and even a few of them reached out and sent me their own like personal lists of uni essentials, which was really kind. But yeah, my content in the next few months is going to be uni related because obviously I'm preparing for that, but I will be taking you shopping with me. Got a whole list of things to buy. And again, if anyone would like this list, please just reach out to me or DM me on Instagram and I will happily send this over to you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope this helped some of you. And also, I love like watching uni videos at the moment. It's really calming. But yeah, we're in this together. Like, I'm not at uni yet. I'm going to be a fresher in September. You're probably going to be a fresher in September. We're doing it together. So thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.